New Coffeezilla video. I scammed this influencer so he couldn't scam you. This is really funny. I think I know what this is about because I sort of heard a little bit about it. If it's what I think it is hilarious. Coffeezilla, basically, I think in this video, absolutely proves why you should never trust an influencer ever. And we're all scumbags that should not be trusted at all.
I'm scamming a scammer today.
You do not know me, okay? Literally, you don't know me.
But I won't know if my plan works until the end of this video, because as I'm recording it, my plan hasn't really come together yet. So we'll find out what happens, but win or lose, the point of this video is to tackle one of my biggest pet peeves, which is scammers calling out other scammers to make themselves look good.
Yeah, this is hilarious, and it exists in every facet of online life. It's not just scammers calling out other scammers to make themselves look good. It's when someone does something bad and other people call them out for doing that bad thing, even though they do the same thing. Someone will get called out for bullying, and the entire internet will come out. Even if they're all bullies, they will all come out to say, bro, bullying is wrong. I can't believe this. I am no longer gonna associate with your community. Just to make themselves look good and go on a pedestal. It's the jumping on the cancellation train is so gross to me. It's so gross to me. And obviously, I say this from personal experience, but it's just so disgusting.
I guess the logic is, oh, I can't scam you. I call out scams. And what kills me is that it actually works.
Oh, I can't be an asshole and a bully. I call out assholes and bullies.
People fall for this all the time, and it drives me crazy.
Literally.
So
literally.
today,
the moral grandstanding is gross. That's why, unless it's an actual crime or something, for someone like me, who's been canceled a couple of times in the past, when do you see me actually just roast people that get canceled? I literally don't do it. Literally. I don't do it. If it's a scam or something, well then, honestly, they deserve it. But if it's just like the typical cancel stuff, the guy is a bully, he's an asshole, whatever, all that stuff, I don't know. I don't get involved. But like, damn, and it's from a personal place.
To flip the script on one of these people and attempt to have a scammer call themselves out. It's like Inception, but for con men. We could call it Conception?
No, that sounds wrong.
Dillon Danis is an MMA fighter famous for two things: cage fighting and not fighting KSI. But on December 23rd, he decided to be famous for a third thing: calling out the scammers. He writes in a tweet, "Damn, Logan Paul is a scumbag. Feel bad for everyone he scammed."
Dude, for someone like me that's been canceled by a whole bunch of people over the years, I'm not gonna lie, I've never been canceled for like harassment, scamming, or any of that actual real stuff. Okay? Literally. If that isn't a testament to my character, I don't know what is.
Of course, no one's gonna really disagree with this, so the likes rolled in. But what Dillon doesn't tell you is he also has a history of scamming people on Twitter, and what Dillon didn't know is that there was a detective watching him. That detective was not me, actually. I wish it was me. It was my buddy Zach XBT on...
Dude, to quote Mudahar, my good friend from my Some Ordinary podcast, I love the guy. The easiest part of my day is not sexting minors. It's like I wake up in the morning, and the easiest part of my day is not sexually harassing people. It's literally the easiest part of my day.
Twitter, who said, "Damn, Dillon Danis is a scumbag. Feel bad for everyone he scammed." And then Zach showed some tweets of Dillon promoting obvious scams.
Dude, he promoted Squid Game token? Aww.
Rug pulled. Now, I was going to kind of leave it there, a little nice Twitter dunk, but it got me thinking. You know, deleted scam tweets are the internet equivalent of roaches in your house. In both cases, if you see more than one of them, there's a lot more you don't see.
Hey,
so
I like that. I like that. That's a good example.
Out to Zach and I said,
great analogy, honestly.
Hey, good tweet.
Someone scammed once, they're gonna do it again.
But I want to find out how many scams exactly this guy has promoted. So Zach started digging through the garbage bin of deleted tweets, and we found out pretty quick there were a lot more, but I realized it was going to take Zach some time to get the results we needed. So we're going to go back to him at the end of this video, but right now I had a bigger problem, which is that to show this full scheme, I needed not only the number of scam tweets, I also needed to know how much he got paid.
I've learned from my mistakes. My next scam will be better.
For all this stuff, for these scams he promoted. So even after looking through the blockchain, I couldn't find anything. So I needed a social engineering approach to figure out how much he got paid. I wanted to trick Dillon into giving me the amount. The rough idea was to approach Dylan and say, hey, I created this dumb NFT project that's completely fake. How much would it cost for you to promote it? He gives me an answer, and I have my price. But of course,
and
I
this is where my boy comes in.
Who I am because he's tweeting about my crypto.
You need a literal idiot. No one will think that, like, if Muda messaged someone, or if Coffee messaged someone, or if Charlie messaged someone, bro, no one's gonna believe him. You need someone that plays the role of a fool.
Zeus series, so I can't contact him directly.
I heard about this.
I needed kind of someone who could reach out on my behalf, who like looked like he would be serious about selling you an NFT collection, and that's when I thought of my buddy Oompaville.
Let's go! Dude, I love Oompaville. We're such a cool squad. Wait, we should have Coffeezilla on the podcast this week. What do you think?
Really sweet in real life, but his particular profile on Twitter.
He's such a sweet man. But it's so funny because he has like most wholesome 3 a.m. message from Nux. Dude, it's so often. Oompy's amazing. Like, he makes friends with all these nutcases because he is a nutcase. He doesn't take himself too seriously.
Twitter says NFT salesman 100%. So I contacted him to contact Dylan on my behalf. And I told him to say, hi, Dylan, I'm launching a crypto NFT platform called sour.gg and was wondering what your rate is for an Instagram story post or Twitter post for promotion. We can provide all the marketing copy. Please let me know as we're trying to launch relatively soon. Now, I guess as we wait for him to respond, let me explain that sour.gg, that website is not a real crypto NFT platform. Nothing.
Sour.gg is Oompy's candy company. But it does look, dude, it does look a little crypto-ish, like with the monkeys and stuff.
In this video is a crypto or real NFT, so you cannot buy crypto from this. I want to be super clear as we talk about this. Not only that, the actual website we sent him to is just a landing page for one of Oompa's candy businesses, but it kind of looks a little NFT-like. There's like this little purple monkey thing.
That's what I said. It does.
So I thought it would fool Dylan, and I was actually right. Because Dylan immediately responds with, want to do a tweet. And then I love this next part. What is it? I like the order.
It's like immediately, yes, I'll take the deal. Anyway, what's the deal?
Of that, like, let's promote it. And then underneath it, what am I promoting? And it's at this point.
And just to be clear, you have to realize how little engagement tweets get. Whatever he's offered for whatever he would like take for a tweet, you can imagine him taking 10 times for like an actual video.
I realized that this is not only my chance to find out how much Dylan gets paid for all these scam promotions, it's also my chance to test Dylan Danis. He says Logan Paul is so bad, he feels so bad for the victims, but let's see if he's so different. So I decided that this fake NFT project I would be pitching him was going to be just like CryptoZoo. In fact, to do this, I basically copied almost word for word CryptoZoo's white paper, saying the following. Sour.gg may appear to solely function as an NFT collection.
Dude, please put in the fine print, this is a scam, because there's no way he's going to read it. Put that in the fine print, and also once you're doing it, make him, like, agree to pay you back if he deletes his tweet. Like, agree to pay you back double as much as you are paying him if he deletes his tweet. That would be so good. You don't actually have to chase him on it, but you could at least say you literally signed a contract that if you delete the tweet, you have to pay us back double whatever it is, $20,000, you know? That would be so huge. He's not going to actually read it.
But it's much, much more. Sour allows users to earn sweet tokens that are openly traded via a yield that is based on the rarity of a given candy NFT. But just in case you didn't think it was obvious enough, I decided to leave Dylan one last hint. I signed off with a nonsense statement saying, quote, come obtain fun friends, enter exciting zones, indescribably lush. Look out.
Bro! Coffeezilla Lamau.
Intro. Now, this is a sentence which means nothing unless you lay it out by the first letter of every word.
Yeah, baby.
And then it spells Coffeezilla.
Nice.
So don't say I didn't warn him.
Nice.
And obviously, even if I hadn't warned him, Dylan Danis surely wouldn't promote a CryptoZoo project, right? Because he's, he feels too bad for the victims. He wouldn't promote something nearly identical. Oh, wait. He said, sounds dope.
Let's go.
And then ETH, question mark? And at this point, I'm just a little surprised by how easy this all is. Zero due diligence is being done here. We have created the weakest facade possible
for
an NFT
It doesn't
scam,
matter. Influencers will do
just
anything for some
on
pennies.
board. Of course.
And besides, so crypto projects pay a crazy amount. Like, I was reached out by a lot of NFT people. Like, they wanted me to promote stuff. my favorite one is like, bro, on the podcast, they even called you an NFT. It's like, you watch my podcast, you see us shitting on NFTs all the time, and you want me to promote an NFT. Anyway, and their offers are really high every single time. Their offers are really, really high. Like, if a normal sponsor tweets like 1,000, an NFT sponsor tweets like 10,000. They just know that they're about to rob some people.
For a price. I mean, that is the one thing he actually did care about, which might not surprise you. And it's the one thing he actually pushed back on, because I told him I wanted to pay him $1,000, and he said, that's pretty low for me.
Yep.
So we negotiated and landed on a payment rate of $5,000 for a 24-hour post about our NFT project, which does not exist. After we settled on that, he sent
I'm surprised it's that little. I feel like I've been offered more.
me payment information, which really established a lot for us. We got answers to most of our questions. First, how much he gets paid per post. And we also got an Ethereum address from Dylan, which I hoped was going to link to all his other
That's
payments.
for sure a new wallet.
But I didn't give him enough credit here. Dylan gave us a brand new crypto wallet just for this transaction, which seems to imply that he probably makes new wallets
every
for
time,
new
which is
deal
great,
he does,
crazy
which
shady.
is pretty shrewd. And
Yeah.
at this point, I realized I had a choice to make. I could take what I learned, present it to you guys, and stop this little charade I had with Dylan and make my video. And Dylan would just keep doing this because his fans wouldn't know. Or I could try to teach him and his fans a lesson in a bit of a different way, which is actually pay Dylan to post a link to our fake NFT project. But the twist would be, as soon as he posts that link, it will become a website dedicated to every scam tweet Dylan Danis.
That is so good. One of the biggest flexes in anime. Dude, that's so good.
Has ever done. And remember that this website would be linked by Dylan Danis himself to all of his fans, directly showing them proof that he's scammed them multiple times. And we'll figure out how many times again in just a second, but I first want to say, I thought about this a while because this plan has its own risks. I mean, the number one risk is that Dylan just doesn't post and steals my money. And then the number two risk is, well, what if he finds...
Nah, there's no way. Because if he would do that, he wouldn't get other deals with other people. Because all these crypto guys are like, it's the same crypto people that are controlling the whole thing. If he doesn't post, he's just losing all his future deals. Of course he's going to post.
finds out we duped him and then immediately deletes everything. We don't...
That is true. That is very possible. Which is why I said you should include in the contract that if he deletes his tweet, he has to pay you back double. It'll be in the fine print. He'll never see it. But if, oh my God, if he deletes the tweet and you're like, well, you know, you owe me 10 grand now. Would be so good.
get our money's worth. So to remedy that, because I really wanted to do this plan, was to structure the payment so that I paid him $1,000 up front, but didn't pay him the rest until he kept the tweet for certain periods of time. And to my surprise, he agreed to the terms.
Damn.
And so this is where I'm going
Without
to
a
leave
contract?
things with him at this point.
No
I have a
contract,
lot of
and you're expecting a crypto guy to pay you 80% of the money later.
things to do before Friday, which is the day I told him this whole fake thing is launching. So I'm going to go do that and go get prepared for Friday. I will see you guys then. All right. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you slept well.
Dude, the production value on his videos are so good.
Sleep much at all. We're working really hard to get this whole thing figured out. So I'm just in the apartment right here, and we're gonna just get ready together here because I got a lot to tell you guys, and we don't have time at the studio to get it all done. So I gotta prepare you here. Let me just set the stage.
Dude,
for you.
he has this one green screen, and he goes, and he gets all these different backgrounds. Nicely done, dude.
Though for what's happened since I last recorded. Number one, we created soursnft.com, which is our actual fake landing page for the NFT project. It's got all these cute Candyland fake NFTs that don't exist. Now the idea is this is what he's initially going to promote. And then I also created our little switcheroo website, which is just a website with all his previous transgressions.
Bro.
Now, I did talk to some people who were a bit concerned that maybe I hadn't fully been transparent with Dylan. That maybe I should be more transparent with Dylan about what's going on so he doesn't
Fine print,
say
fine print.
I trapped him in this whole thing.
No one reads it.
So what I decided to do, just to make sure we cover our bases here, is I drew up a contract for Dylan to sign before this whole thing goes live.
Let's
And I'm
go.
sending it to him. And in it, I lay the whole thing out. And this is what I meant by headwinds. This is where he probably will catch us. Because in black and white, I lay out our whole scheme right in front of him. So it literally says, like, you're going to be the butt of...
The purpose herein agrees to be the butt of the joke.
The joke.
No.
It says people aren't doing due diligence.
No.
It says that we're going to be switching the website to
No way. He actually pulled it off.
show his prior promotions. So we lay out the whole thing there, and what we're really banking on is he's not going to read any of this. He's just going to see money.
Dude, that's why you have to put in the fine print. And if you delete the tweet, you owe us double the amount that we paid you.
Sign it, which is the whole point of this entire thing. So I think it fits.
He's not going to pay it, but you could literally threaten a lawsuit, which you're never going to do, obviously. But you have the legal grounds to do it.
Hopefully we don't end up sabotaging our own project by double checking, covering our base. But either way, that's what's going on. Also, ZachXBT finished finding all the scams of this guy. So we're going to go back to the studio and check those out. All right, I'm back, and we have the results from ZachXBT. He found over 20 projects that Dylan promoted.
Oh my God. Man made $100,000 off tweeting scams to his followers.
And then tried deleting where many of them were rug pulls and scams. It was at this point he just gave up looking for more because there were so many. Added those to the website, but I'm sure many of you are also curious about what's going on with Dylan Danis. So we're gonna go check back in with our liaison Oompa, because at this point, the whole thing is set up and it's all just resting on whether he does any due diligence or not. Let's see what happens. Tell us where we're at with
There's my
Dylan.
boy, Oompy.
So he seems to have taken the bait. There's one final step. Obviously, we have to get him to make the tweet. You just sent $10 to him, right? Just to
I wanted to bait him so that we can send the contract, and he's gonna be like waiting for the money. What now? I mean,
Hey, Seraphi Cavalry, thank you so much for the prime.
is he responding?
He said sounds good, and then shortly after he said got it, to saying that he got the $10 we sent as a test.
Let's go.
For his transaction.
Now comes the actual moment of truth. We're about to send the contract.
Oh my God.
Bro.
Oh my gosh.
Sending it. All right, and then I'm sending the drive link.
I mean, we've sent the contract now. We're just waiting. We're literally waiting.
Dylan.
Dylan.
Dude, look how antsy they are. Like, their whole scheme is coming together finally after all this work.
Oh, I agree, bro. I agree.
Wow, dude.
What a f***ing idiot.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, he agreed. And you might notice that we weren't actually able to use DocuSign and get his signature because it was experiencing outages at the moment, the actual website. But we were able to just have him do a written agreement in DMs that he agreed to our terms. And although it was very shocking that he actually did it, I have to be honest, it was here that the pressure really ramped up, because at this point, I paid Dylan $1,000 and now we're just waiting for him to post. And I'm really worried that what if he reads the document in that time and realizes what's going on? But that's when Dylan gave us a lucky break, but also gave us a few curveballs. Okay, big news, boys. A little update. Ahead of schedule. By the way, my heart, I cannot take this.
I know
I was
the
already telling
feeling,
Oompa, I was like,
dude.
we have to just go forward with this because I'm not ready. I cannot take all the suspense.
The suspense
and Dylan
is
texted
crazy.
us, hey, should I just go ahead and tweet? So we're just going to say yes. Go ahead and tweet.
Just refreshing now, I guess. See what he says.
There's been so much work that goes into this. You guys didn't see this off camera. Dylan starts talking about, where's your community? So we have to whip up this community from nowhere.
Dude, just bought it. That's what they all do.
Our community doesn't exist. We had to create a Twitter profile. We had to buy a bunch of botted followers.
Yeah.
An hour ago, it didn't exist.
I don't think I've ever been so excited about something in my life. Please, dude.
Me every time I'm about to troll nags.
Come on, Dylan.
He tweeted it.
Yo! Feels like such a victory for mankind. Literally a victory for mankind. All of the mustache twirling was worth it, bro.
I can't believe he did it.
He actually did it. He just tweeted it.
What an idiot. What? I can't believe it. What can I say? He promoted a tweet which literally spells out in first letters the word scam. I hope this has been highly educational for you guys, that most of these influencers do zero work vetting these projects.
100%. They see $5,000 and they're like, okay, it's a tweet, whatever.
NFTs. If you enjoyed our work, please consider becoming a patron. High effort investigative journalism like this takes a long time and a lot of setup, but I think you'll agree it's worth it.
Oh, yeah.
I also want to give a big thanks to both Oompaville and ZachXBT who helped me pull this off. Please go follow them because they're helping us get to the point where influencers will wonder when they take these deals in the future,
I hope.
am I agreeing to be the butt of a joke? And of course, the answer to that question when you're shilling NFTs is always yes.
I mean, they make 100 grand or 100 million, but yeah, they're the butt of a joke.
So anyways, thanks for watching.
Dude,
I'll see you in the next one.
Great video. When asked for comment on this story, Dylan Danis said the following. Complete lie. He changed the website completely and lied about the project that he was describing. Literally completely changed the original website, sent or deleted it. I mean, that was in the contract, though. Oh, too funny. Too good. When asked about the contract he signed, laying out the details of what happened, Dylan Danis did not respond, obviously. This dude woke up one day and saw this Coffeezilla video and him and... Oh, let me see the thumbnail. This is a scam. Wow, dude. He did such a good job. So freaking good. Like, subscribe, and follow me on Twitch. Stay weird, fam.